Talk of the town is Canelo Alvarez cherry picking Jamall Charlo. Is Canelo Alvarez cherry picking Jamall Charlo? Of course he is. He avoided him for all these years, and the time that you do want to give him a fight is now. That totally contradicts what Canelo said. Canelo said, look, I can't fight everybody. And he's right. He can't fight everybody. These guys need to go and do something. You know, these guys don't do anything. These guys don't fight anybody and all this other stuff. And you know what? I'm going to agree with Canelo Alvarez. I don't think everything should always be leaned on Canelo Alvarez. However, if that's what he said, then what do you look like fighting a guy coming off a 2-year layoff? It's just that simple. But as far as Canelo Alvarez ducking, to me, even though this has the intent of ducking, this is not a duck, because Canelo can't duck no more. Canelo got into this position because he was ducking. Canelo is all ducked out. The point is, Canelo was looking so bad at this point. With 2 years layoff, divorce, and substance abuse, Jamall Charlo still got a good chance at beating Canelo if John Ryder can get in there and give him a run for his money. This is why I say there is no more cherry picking. His cherry picking is done. Even while he's trying to cherry pick, it's still going to be a tough fight. And let this be a cautionary tale to those fanboys who love a fighter but never want him challenged. You can only avoid certain competition for so long. Eventually, you're going to get found out. And that's basically all that has happened to Canelo Alvarez. He got found out, okay? Y'all coddling, y'all wrapping him up in a wolf cloth has made him weak. It has exposed him, and it has made him vulnerable, and he's looking like food to everybody. Had Canelo kept sharpening iron with iron, you know, that would be a different story. But at the same time, Canelo will have a loss, but at least he'll have some authentic credit. This man's 32. And he's washed up. Let's face it. These guys that the boxing media tries to build into being another Mayweather, they fail every time. Let's face it. All the guys that they like to claim as number one do not live up to any of these legends that they like to claim later on that they're better than. Canelo don't live up to it. Lomachenko don't live up to it. Tyson Fury don't live up to it. Triple G don't live up to it. Those are all the media darlings. And what happened to every last one of them? They got exposed. They got exposed. The only real authentic fighter that has actually come to the light because of what they was doing, even though he was somewhat engineered, is Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is actually authentic. He didn't need no fabrication. He ain't need no ESPN corruption. He ain't need that. That's the last true authentic number one pound for pound great, whatever you want to call him. That's the last authentic guy that we had. Everybody else from Chocolatito on down has been engineered. And what has happened to them in the end? Everybody that they said was pound for pound number one got exposed. And everybody who they tried to say wasn't pound for pound number one is still standing. The smoke is just clearing. That's all it is. But he can go ahead and fight Charlo at this point. But I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Charlo. Charlo hasn't shown it. If he hasn't shown me that he's not going to put up a competitive fight, then what are we looking forward to? And I thought Canelo was about making the biggest fights. That's not the biggest fight that you can make. And why take on a fight where you have to carry a majority of the weight in the fight? Fight somebody who's also going to help make this fight big. Jamall don't got no fan base. Everything is going to be on Canelo. If Canelo's trying to maximize his career, you don't fight somebody like Jamall. Am I right or am I wrong? You making yourself work harder by fighting Jamall. The work is easier when you fight David Benavidez because it's already built in. I'm just saying though, what he has said and what he's doing has contradicted everything. You claim these guys don't fight nothing, yet you're trying to fight a guy who hasn't fought in 2 fucking years. So what has Canelo been doing this whole time? Bullshitting and pretending to be that guy.